A stream caught up in the tractor beam. Scrub that beat with bleach, so when I hit it, bro, I spit it clean. Burn it now. Have to turn the furnace down. Y'all don't want this beef. I hit them with a holy cow. Hit them with the verse. Got them thinking, wow. This ain't a game, kid. Why you play around? This that ill spit. Them bars are so sick. I'll shock the whole world in a phylactic. Every single time I spit another rhyme, the planets all align so bright I blind them with my shine. Bro, I'm designed to make your confidence decline. Every line about to blow like stepping on a landmine. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
All right, man. Hopefully this is coming at you loud and clear. Michaela helped me a little bit with the mic setup. We got it a little bit different today. We do actually have enough room for a live guest and a virtual guest, of course. And you know what? We do have somebody special hanging in the background tonight, and we are going to get him momentarily. Greg, what's going on? Chris Coop in the house. We'll just let a few people log in, and we actually have Michaela helping me out with all the comments, so it's going to be super cool tonight. We'll make sure that we have everybody in so we can try and be as interactive as we can. Also, Nathan got to go out and try his Nitro Truggy. We will get into that a little bit later, but if you can, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the volume because it's a new position. I am not even sure where the levels are at, but I want to make sure you guys can hear me loud and clear. And obviously, we got to talk about John Blakely in O-Town, the work that he's been doing to that facility. Man, he's been posting pics of all the new elements, all the new track changes, all the new design, and we're definitely looking forward to getting to O-Town in one short week.
Good.
Yeah. All right, sweet. All right. No, thank you guys for the sound check. All right. So we've also had Michaela working on this new program called DaVinci Resolve. Jeff is the pro at it. Jeff is the one that does all the fancy intros and stuff like that. Well, Michaela wants to try and get into it as well. So she's actually made a special introduction for who we have on the show tonight. So to bring them on board, we're going to show them the new intro. Here you go. Oh, yeah. So I hope you liked it. Michaela worked her butt off on that thing. But welcome to the show, Kyle.
Thank you. Definitely like that introduction.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. She got a couple pictures that you had on your Facebook and kind of just dolled them up in her new program that she's trying to learn. And as she gets better, I'm sure it'll continue to get better and better and better. She didn't find Aussie for you, but she did have a couple color matching themes that she threw in the mix for you. So, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right. Well, man, the number one asked question, dude, it's actually, how old are you?
I'm 15. I'll be 16 in September.
Nice. So, I'm not sure, you're going into probably what, grade 10 or 11?
11.
Cool. Super cool, man. All right. The number two question, these ones are pretty vanilla, and then they start getting a little bit, better. And hopefully we get some on the live stream as well. Coop is saying, what's up, teammate? But second one is, how did you get started in the hobby?
Well, my dad kind of brought me into it. He started out first and then kind of brought me into it. And I started off with short course, and then I kind of just evolved from there into buggy.
and now you're like basically uh, doing an amazing job. I know you modified a Mugen to be more towards your style, which is super cool to see at such a young age. And the Wheeler battle last weekend, having some issues with the spur gear and still able to battle back, dude. That's like, that's got to be a good attaboy right there.
Yeah, it was definitely hard with the 4-wheel drive buggy, but I made it work.
Nice. No, and if everybody doesn't know, he actually had to battle his way into the A main, so it wasn't an easy route, and he was still able to get. I believe it was by what, lap 4 or something like that you were able to get up into second, anyways, and then battle
Yeah,
for a
somewhere
bit.
around
Yeah.
here.
Oh, hear what Derek's saying?
I could agree with that one.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go to the next one. So that's pretty cool that your dad got you into it, because I definitely got my kids into it as well. So, this one is from my daughter. She would like to know, who would you want to beat out of anybody this year?
Like to beat in a race, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Douglas. That's who I'm working to beat this year.
Nice.
For
No,
sure.
man, you know what? That is a huge thing for sure. John's even saying that you're a great, talented young racer. I used to enjoy racing with him until he left me behind. You know what? A lot of us watching are starting to feel the same way for sure. You definitely turned a new leaf this year, and it's awesome to see. You're putting in the work, and the results are showing on the track. It's awesome to watch for sure. As Coop just said, for sure. And then I'm guessing Tim's your dad chiming in there too.
Yeah, he
Nice,
doesn't
dude.
really
I
want me to
love
get
it.
one.
Yeah, yeah. I love it. You know what? Even if you have to give up Wheeler, right? Like, it's a nice thing to have the 8 scale and 8 scale. It's a
Yeah.
little bit more. Yeah, it's fun. But as long as you just go out there and have fun, that's the important part. And doing it with your dad is awesome, because that's kind of what me and the kids are doing as well. So I will keep going with the questions, and it's kind of almost like a segue. What is your favorite class?
I'd say probably definitely electric buggy 8 scale. It
Nice.
probably always has been. I've always driven that car the best out of any of my vehicles that I've owned. And Nitro buggy's getting up there. So I've just started to click with it in like the last couple of years.
Okay.
But still definitely e-buggy, especially with the custom chassis.
Dude, it looked awesome. When you were showing it off, I was really impressed with the way that you were able to reconfigure the layout and actually get it to be a more balanced look. I keep forgetting the mics right here. I was like, but no, it looks awesome. And if you haven't seen it, man, feel free to jump on over to his pit area. They're super awesome people over there, and you will have a blast. He loves showing it off, and it'll be super cool. Oh, I got a comment over here. Hold on.
I have a delay on mine.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. All right. So obviously, buggy is your favorite class. What is your favorite track?
I don't know. It's a pretty tough one for this year. I'd say probably Barnyard this year, but overall, probably LCRC down at Pennsylvania.
Nice. Yeah. LCRC, I heard, is like a pretty wicked track.
Yeah, it's great facility, and they're all very friendly down there.
Mm-hmm. No, that is awesome, man. And you know what? Being able to travel with your dad and all that, and now actually having a team, oh man, it's got to be a lot of fun. Being able to bounce ideas and stuff like that. All right, so favorite class. All right, so the next one is, oh, here it is. All right. Do you have any other hobbies?
No, I'd say racing is about it. It takes up quite a bit of time, and it's super fun. So I don't really think I have any other hobbies.
And you know what? Honestly, at the level that you're trying to get to, you're definitely showing the huge improvement in what the behind the scenes actually pays off. Because that's going to segue into the next question is, what do you do to prepare your vehicles for a big event?
Really, I just make sure all the diff fluids, the shock fluids are all freshened up, and then I just go over the car, make sure nothing's broken in it, and then double check the screws, make sure they're not loose. That's pretty much it.
And see, as a father, I can appreciate that. It actually brings me to a tear almost, because like my kids are just starting to get that. And Nathan actually has turned a new leaf. Finally, Michaela's been working on her stuff for a while now, and it was awesome when I could finally get one of them helping me out. But now that both of them are now finally starting to realize, like, hey, if I have a good vehicle going onto the track, my chances get better at performing well. So it's super cool. So that is awesome. Do you use any apps? I know you're only 15, going to be 16 soon. Like the Go Dialed app or the House RC or anything for setup? Like, do you do any of those apps?
I don't really. I typically go off of what I feel on the track. So if I go out and the car's not doing what I really want it to do, I'll go back and I'll change something. And then I would go and try it back on the track and see if it's any better. And I would continue to do that until it gets to where I want it to be.
And that's awesome too, because learning setup on your own is another huge step. Because like me watching my kids run, I can see things a little bit different. I have a different perspective. Obviously, I'll make suggestions, but ultimately they're the ones driving it. So even though I know what I would like out of the vehicle, it has to be from them.
Yeah. And I
But
have checked out that Go Dialed app, and it seems to be pretty cool. I'm going to look at it some more.
yeah, my favorite part is I don't know if you were watching the show where I was showing it off, but it has
that's where I got it from.
The pill chart. Man, I love the pill chart. So now when I actually make changes, and that's a really easy change, especially on your vehicle with the square pills, I believe you run, right?
Yeah, they just switched to that on the 8R.
Awesome. So now the adjustability is the same as mine, and the way you can change it is super easy. Sometimes it's only a couple bolts.
Yeah. And I'm still learning that part as well. I'm just starting to learn the pills.
Yeah, and the app really helps. I'm telling you, because then you don't have to really, like, be all scientific and all that stuff. But Anya says that Derek and your dad are worried you're going to beat him. Yeah, I can see that for sure. They're talking about the Truggy still. All right,
I have
so
driven my dad's Truggy a couple times. I did really like it.
If it's any indication on how well you do in the 8-scale buggy, I think it would be lights out for a lot of people running that Truggy for sure. So next question is, what is the biggest event you have been to?
I would say probably one of the LCRC Mugen challenges. I went to, I believe, the 2016, 2017, or the 2018 one. I went to two of them.
Nice.
I'd
so
say
you
definitely
went
that was my
pre-pandemic.
biggest one.
Awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. So you got to see it when it was like on the way up, the Mugen Challenge. So it was wicked.
And we are going to be going this year as well.
Mm-hmm.
So two big events this year: Nitro Blast and then Mugen Challenge.
Is Mugen Challenge right after? Actually, I think your dad said. Oh, so you went back to back year 17 and 18. Yeah. That's awesome. So this weekend coming up is O-Town with a Nitro Blast, and then it is the Mugen Challenge back to back.
No, I believe we have a week or two in between.
Okay, all right, that's not too bad. So you guys have a little bit of time to prepare.
Yeah, I think Mugen is the third week or second week of August.
Oh, this year he's saying it's August 18th. Nice.
Yeah.
See, man, your dad's on the ball, man. He's playing co-pilot over here. Thank you for all the answers. But yeah, no, it's a bucket list race for us. We definitely want to go down there. They got a lot of fast Mugen guys. I would love to meet up with Adam again. Adam Drake is an awesome person, and every time we got to meet him at the big events that we went to, like Wicked and PMB and stuff like that, Adam's always been a huge help. And very knowledgeable guy for how long.
Yeah, he definitely is.
Yeah. Now, were you able to do any of the clinics while you were down?
The first year we went, I did do a clinic, and that was pretty cool. Or was it the second year? I don't remember which one it was. But yeah, the one year I did, I think we might have done both clinics, and it was very cool to get the feedback from Adam. And the one year Cole Ogden was there before he left for Hot Bodies.
Okay.
That was the 2017. And he helped me out on the stand in one of the clinic practice sessions, which is very cool.
That would be cool, man. Yeah, having Cole like telling you exactly what to do and what to look
He
at.
kind of
Stuff
used
like
me as a guinea pig for one of the layouts. It was like a triple double, and I was able to do it. And then he was started doing it in the practice the next day.
that is really cool, then, man. Because like that's like, hey, man, I showed him that move. That is
Yeah.
pretty cool. All right, so this is another one from my daughter, and she would like to know who is your favorite pro.
I'd say probably Cole, just because I got to meet him and he's very friendly, um, and I just got to talk to him for pretty much the whole weekend, and it was very cool watching him race. And I've kind of kept tabs on him on Facebook since then.
Man, no, that's awesome because you know what, having somebody that you can kind of click with is super cool, and it gives you somebody to cheer for too at the bigger events
Yeah.
and all that stuff too. So yeah, it's not too bad. So Cole Ogden, what's his nickname? Do you know?
I don't know.
No, like you know what? We'll have to figure out what Cole's nickname is. But yeah, Cole is a super uh, guy from what I can see online. The only interaction that I've ever had with him was when we were actually down at Wicked Weekend and we had the pro party at our pit area. So that was kind of cool. It was all sponsored by our previous sponsor, so everybody had to come on down. And
Nice.
Cole was definitely cool to hang out with and get to meet for sure. But all right, so Cole Ogden, eh? I'm trying to think of what his nickname is too. I probably heard it a few times. All right, so the next one up is, what is a bucket list race for you?
Personally, I'd probably have to say Psycho Nitro. I saw it this year with the Joker Lane,
Yeah,
and I thought that was very cool, and I've seen it a couple times previous years. And I think, especially after watching it this year, that would definitely be something that I would want to go to in the future.
I definitely recommend it. And if you can get Team Extreme out there running with you, oh my god!
And I know, I think Chris Cooper, my teammate, he had wanted to go down there as well.
Yeah, it's an awesome bucket list race. You're guaranteed to race no matter what the weather is. The indoor facility is, oh my god, it's
Huge.
yeah, like
Yeah,
it's
it looks
massive.
very big.
Yeah, it was so much fun. It's like probably the second biggest track. Like it's the biggest indoor track I've ever driven on, but it's almost the biggest track ever that I've driven on. It's just, I think the one straightaway was 175 feet. I was like,
Wow.
man, yeah, like, okay, instead of burning my stuff up, I think I'm just going to gear up. Start the truck, Chris. Oh, yeah. Your dad's already saying, let's do it. But it would be pretty cool if you guys could definitely do it. And it would be even cooler if we can get a huge group of Canadians to go up there and invade. I think that would be even better. And
I definitely agree.
The Canadian invasion.
yeah, the Canadian invasion. We'll just have some more fun with it. All right. Okay, so outside of RC racing, is there any other skill racing that you follow?
I've just started following Formula One in the past year, and
Okay.
also I've followed NASCAR for quite a while as well.
NASCAR.
Like
eh?
you.
I know, yeah. So, who's your favorite NASCAR driver? That's not written down. It was just one of my questions now.
He's retired now, but it was Dale Jr.
Sweet, yeah. No, I always liked Dale, man. Dale was always my driver's actually retired too. I don't even know if you know him, Matt Kensett. He was always the DeWalt guy, and
Yeah,
he's the
I've
reason
heard of
why I
him.
have all my tools and stuff like that, DeWalt. But yeah, that's probably showing my age right there. But all right, so next thing up is you got the Nitro Blast coming up. Have you seen the spy shots that John's been posting?
Yes, I have. It looks interesting.
Yes, like I can't believe the sheer amount of changes he was able to pull off in such a short time. Like,
Yeah,
amazing. Can't
yeah.
wait
The
to get there.
switchback, but where the waterfall used to be, looks like a interesting section.
Yeah, like completely different than what we're used to. New racing lines, like the whole thing. That's what's going to be the best because now the cream of the crop has to rise. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
nobody's going to know this layout, so everybody's going in fresh. And yeah, like we're going to
Yeah, it's
depend
gonna
on you
be
guys figuring it out.
it's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna get there early Friday morning to get as much practice in as I can to learn the new layout.
Yeah, yeah, we're gonna try and be there and set up as soon as we possibly can as well. Looking forward to it. Looking forward to seeing you there. Okay, so I know that you run the modified Mugen. I also know that you run the Hobby Wing. I believe ESC and motor combo.
Yep,
What batteries are you running, bud?
I'm running the Gen Ace Red line,
Oh, nice.
6000 milliamp
Okay,
shorty.
so the low profile ones then.
No, the low profile, I believe, are the 4000
For are
for the
you
shorties.
running? That's right. No, I forgot you
Yeah, because
changed
I have
your
the
chat.
saddle
Yeah,
pack
yeah.
configuration.
That's right. Okay, so then yeah, you got tons of jam then with the two shorty or basically, yeah, two 6,000 packs in the normal configuration. I think right on each side of your back axle, I believe, right, or center drive
Yeah,
shaft.
just they sit right back on the very back, close to the front of the rear diff.
Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah, yeah, man, that's like completely custom, man. That's almost like um similar to the old Durango, and the new X-Ray I think has an option to do two
And
saddle packs as
associate
well. And
and
Associated does that as
yeah,
well.
yeah, I've
Wow.
had this one for a couple of years. I think before anybody else came out with it other than the Durango.
Okay.
Um, so the first one came from Adam Ronaldson. Um, he used to race now, but he's kind of gotten out of it as he's got a family now.
Yep.
I know he wants to come back and start racing again, but I don't know when.
Yeah, family first.
Yeah, and the second version was last year. Well, a couple of years ago, but last year I've like fully raced the whole season with it, and that was at Dork. Um, we made a couple changes to the chassis, a couple improvements, and now I have the V3 for this season, and then hopefully we will. It won't be a prototype for the end of after the end of the season,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
hopefully we'll
No.
have a set design.
Yeah. That would be really cool having your own custom chassis like that, man. You don't see many of those around, and it is super cool to see somebody that hardcore crazy into the hobby because, like, you have to be definitely willing to put in the time and effort to make that kind of thing happen, and it's awesome to see for sure. All right, so I only have two more questions, and the first one is when you're wrenching on your cars, what's your go-to snack?
I don't really snack when I'm wrenching on my cars. I just got my water bottle, and that's pretty much it.
Yeah, no snacks for you, eh?
No, I get my hands all greasy when I'm working on my cars, so
Yeah, and you don't want to have the extra added flavor, right? All
no,
right,
not
so
really.
well, what's your favorite snack then? When you're not like, just what's your favorite snack in general?
That's a tough one. I'd say probably just potato chips, maybe sweet chili Doritos.
Ooh, sweet chili Dorito. That's actually my favorite Dorito, but
Not
this,
go for
oh,
anything.
I can't reach it. But
Okay, right
from
back.
Costco, you can get these peanut butter filled pretzels. That's my jam. Those things
Those
are
sound
just
very
awesome.
good.
Oh yeah, like I'm almost out right here. Little shameless plug. I'm not
Oh yeah, I
sponsored
think
by
I've
these
seen
guys.
those in Costco.
Yeah, they're awesome. Peanut butter filled pretzel bites, man. Oh my god, so yummy. But all right, so
Last question.
the last question is by the end of the season, where do you think you're going to stack up in the points? Because you've been going to all the barnyards, I believe. You haven't missed one yet, right? So you should be
I've
pretty
missed. I think the first series race. That was it.
okay. Are you doing the series points there?
Yes, I will be. I'll be.
Awesome.
I think hitting at least one or two more, which I think is all I have left. I might miss one more, but that'll be it.
Nice. So how many drops do they get there, I wonder?
2. You get 4 out of 6.
Okay, so then you'll be right in the mix then.
Yeah.
Okay, so the question is, how far up do you think you can go? Like, are you obviously going for first, right? Like you got to be
Yeah,
pretty close.
I know I'm close, but I still think Douglas, he attended the first series race that I had missed. So I
Okay.
know we're close in the points.
Yeah.
I think e-buggy, I might be a little off. And now four-wheel drive buggy, I'm probably about the same as e-buggy, a little bit off of Douglas still.
Wow, but like, dude, that's not bad. Like,
Yeah, because
honestly.
I'm missing a couple TQ points from when he wasn't there.
Okay.
Because I had the rough quals in four-wheel drive buggy last time. And then I had a couple rough quals in e-buggy at the race just after the brawl.
Oh, dude. But like the thing is, I still can't believe that like last weekend how well you drove through. Like when I was watching the bouncing back and forth between the thing, I was at work on the Saturday. So like when I was bouncing back and forth, it was like pretty surprising that you weren't doing as well in qualifying, and then all of a sudden, I seen you at the top of the B. I'm like, oh my god, he actually got the bump, and then
Yeah.
I didn't know what was going on until I read your post. So top notch post, by the way, because honestly, that told the story. Because I was like, I seen you had the speed, but you like your results were like, I'm like, whoa, what was
Yeah,
going on?
I don't know what was happening. Like we thought I might have lipoed in qual 1 and the same
Yeah,
thing happened in qual 3, but the battery still had lots of life left in it. So
so
I
it was
don't know if
confusing.
something was just pulling too much power or what. So I don't know. And then yeah, qual 2, I stripped the spur.
Right, and like not knowing that, I'm just looking at the data on live RC, and I'm like, whoa, what's going on? But yeah, definitely came full circle. And you actually said in your post that you had to baby the car a little bit too, right? Because you were
In
worried
the
about
A
this.
main, yeah.
Holy
So
cow!
qual in the B main, I kind of just kept it clean, and everybody just kind of crashed in front of me, and then I just kept it clean in the middle of the track. And then going into the A, I kind of did the same thing. There, little cup 2 liters crashed right in front of me, like on the third corner. And then that got me up to second, and then the leader crashed in front of me, and then I kind of just checked out a little bit, and then yeah, I had to baby the car because then warm up. As soon as I got out there, I could hear something was wrong with my spur, and then my dad came through the pits and was like, "Try not to use the brakes." And then I believe was it Steve Bowman also had said the same thing, who was standing on the stand beside me, to try to avoid using my brakes. So I just after that I just completely did not use my brakes at all, which I think saved me because looking at the spur, it was very close to not working at all.
Oh man, that's a lot of pressure, eh? Like I can imagine if I told my kids, "Hey, guys, you know how I always tell you to use the brakes and it'll set you up for turns and this and that. I'm going to tell you not to use the brakes
Yeah,
this
it
time."
was fairly hard because I probably lost at least a second per lap, but
Wow.
I
Yeah.
did get ahead of it near the end.
Yeah.
But then I had to marshal and then race my e-buggy, so I had to get used to using brakes again.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you had the transition going
Yeah.
back to having, yeah. Because, man, imagine coming in that hot in an 8 scale and not being able to brake. No way.
Yeah, that would not go over very well.
No, it'd be insane. So also last weekend was Noah's baby Truggy debut. Yeah, did you see him running the baby Trug?
I did see it, yeah.
Yeah, man, they're having a blast there, and it's cool to see another father son combo tearing it up out there, man. Especially being able to jump into a new class is always exciting. And that baby Truggy, I don't know. What do you think of the baby Trugs?
I mean, they look pretty interesting. I know my
Yeah,
dad, he's kind of interested in getting one, but I think if you were to get the setup right, I think they'd be very fun to drive.
so
Because like the e-truggy is very fun. I bet you that's a step up from the 4-wheel drive 10 scale buggy.
Yeah. So I think that your dad should get a baby truggy and you should get his truggy. That's what I think. There you go.
I don't know what he
See?
would think about that, but
Yeah. No,
nah, he
I've
wants to
seen it.
run the same truggy, baby truggy at
Yeah.
Barnyard.
Oh, I seen him running his e-trug, and it's definitely super cool to see your
Yeah,
dad out there running.
he's
with it.
kind of got a custom chassis as well. More just to try and get low center of gravity for his truck. We were gonna try and do kind of the same thing for mine, but we couldn't quite get it figured out, so
Right.
we
Now,
just left it the same.
right. So is it one of the custom chassis that you're running for your buggy just stretched to fit the truck?
It's kind of similar. It's still in the same configuration as the standard truggy. It just doesn't have like any of the uh, battery hold downs. We just got kind of a custom one, and then the ESC doesn't have the ESC plate or anything like that.
Right. So Anya just asked, how many more RC cars do we need? So my daughter answered,
What?
I'd say 3 more for this year.
Being trained.
Oh man, that's awesome. So what version chassis is that for the truggy, or did you take the knowledge that you had with the updates from the buggy and just convert it over?
No, it's definitely version 1 for e-truggy.
Whoever wins has to get a baby
Oh.
truggy.
Yeah, so yeah, no kidding. So yeah, no, for sure. I can't wait to come check it out at the Nitro Blast for sure. I love it when people are super innovative like that and actually have their own custom stuff. It's so cool to see, because the thing is, if you can find something that works well for you, it's truly a blessing. And to go out and run it and show the results that you've been showing, it's even better. Like it's a win-win type deal, right? And
Yeah.
you said it was Adam. What was his last name again?
Ronaldson.
Yeah, like creating this idea and being able to bring it to fruition. I give him a lot of respect for pulling that off. Especially like you said, he's a family man now and all that stuff. So
Yeah.
his time's got to be tight. So it's awesome.
And it's actually, we call it an Air Designs chassis. That's I guess his
Adam
company.
Bronson?
Yeah.
Nice.
So he makes other things like shock towers for like the 10 skill cars inside at Extreme.
Okay.
Which he was racing last winter. He made it out to I think all the point series races and majority of the trophy races.
Yeah, we're looking forward to coming out to Extreme and checking it out, and hopefully we can get some 10 scale items over there. I'm in the talks right now, and hopefully we're able to pull that off. It'd be super cool to have a place, brick and mortar shop that's already well established, being able to support all the 10 scale guys. Because I don't know if you've seen S-Works and their carpet setups, but they're doing extremely well over in Europe with their carpet edition 2-wheel drive buggy and wheeler. They actually have a separate carpet edition. It's called the EU, which is European, and it's winning just multiple championships over there. It's pretty cool that
Nice. Yeah, I haven't really seen the S-Works carpet car. The only ones that I have seen, I believe, was when Carl was out at one of our Reedy race format race.
nice.
that we had.
Really. That'd be a good race to attend then for sure, because it's just changing it up a little bit. You know what? Speaking of changing it up, did you see the race that they had, Mid-America race last weekend?
I did see that. Yeah, I was watching it on Live RC. I was checking it every so often. It was interesting.
What did you think of the coverage?
I thought it was pretty good.
Me too. I always like when they have the cameras that follow the A-mainers and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I always
that
think
was definitely good. I like seeing that because I prefer seeing the video over just watching them like on the live RC, just seeing them go through the standings and stuff.
Yeah, the glip.
Yeah.
yeah. For sure. And then, were you able to catch any of the ENATs?
I was watching that as well. I was looking on Facebook of what J Concepts and Proline was posting about their team drivers and stuff. and also checking in at Live RC to see where like everybody qualified and stuff.
Now, I'm not affiliated with either tire, but just from the outside looking in, I have to give my nod to J Concepts. The girl that they have doing the live feeds for when their pro drivers are up is awesome. I'm not sure if Proline's doing anything similar. I think Thomas Tran is trying to set something up to follow the Proline drivers, but the J Concepts right now, it's
Yeah,
pretty dialed.
they're definitely doing pretty good on keeping up with videos of any race that any of their pro drivers are at.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I know Proline I've seen very few of their videos, but I know they're coming more and more for sure.
Right. I think the peak of Proline videos was the 5150 Media Productions, which was a Canadian that actually produced it. And it was when he was following Ty Tessman as a Proline driver. I'm not sure if you've seen any of those.
No, I don't think I did.
Man, yeah, it's showing my age a little bit, but it was 2016, 17, and 18 when they came out with these videos. But man, if you have a sec, check them out. They have a Psycho Nitro 1 hour special of all the Proline drivers. And at the time, it was Adam Drake, Tebow. No, not Tebow. Sorry. Ty Tessman and somebody else. Yeah. Oh, 5150. Yeah, here we go. Yeah. Yeah, I know Steve would know this for sure. I'm telling you, man. And it is a great hype up video because, like, Psycho Nitro is known for racing around the clock, 24 hours, right?
Yeah.
So
that's pretty nuts.
It's nuts, dude. I'm telling you, it's nuts. Like, oh my God, not sleeping in 48, 72 hours. You get to stay focused on the driving stand is a feat just on its own.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be tough.
Oh, yeah. The starting is an alarm clock going off, and then you see the hammer coming down and smashing it. That's how the video starts. It's pretty
wow.
Pretty cool. Yeah, the coverage, yeah, for what they were doing for Proline, like that was definitely at the peak. And I think as soon as Ty left, the Canadian that does 5150 production, he's like was a Ty fan. So I think that's why. And you'll see when you're watching the media productions, I know the first one was when Dakota Fenn won his first of 12 championships or national titles now in short course. It was in 4x4 short course running Proline hole shots. And it was crazy because he was like 15, 16. Like he was your age, dude. And he was just like showed up with his mom in his short course and just put a beating on everybody. It was cool to see. But no, the coverage is pretty cool for that. So other than that, is there anybody you would like to thank?
Well, I'd like to thank Heather from Extreme RC. She supported me for quite a few years now. And then also Hobbying for the electronics and stuff. And then my parents for helping me out with the support and all the RC cars that I've had.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. You know what? Being able to do it as a family, I know it's a lot of work. Sometimes it can be very stressful at times and stuff like that. But like at the end, when you're driving home and you're like talking about the moves you made and this and that, and the passes, it's always a good time, man. And if you can keep it fun, I think you're going to be super successful in it. And I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what you can do with the Nitro Blast. I think that you're going to be right up there with the best of them this weekend. And you know what? Before I let you go, though, I got to ask, what's your expectation going into the Nitro Blast?
I mean, I'm hoping to be fighting for the top spot this weekend. I definitely think I had the pace last weekend. But yeah, I think Nitro Blast is going to be very fun, especially with this new layout.
220 entries. Yeah, 220 people trying to learn a brand new layout. Like it's going to be epic.
It's going to be difficult, that's for sure.
Yeah, man, because like there's going to be a lot of people trying to run lots of laps and trying to sneak in between there to figure it out is going to be extremely fun. But I know that like with Jared Barden being the game warden or the race director, it's going to be super cool because he just did the electric. And if you've seen what they were doing there for practice, they would have open practice, then they have the intermediate, then they'd have the invite. So it was separated by skill set, and then that way you always had somebody marshaling. And I know once they get that set up, it just makes the day go by a little bit more fun and enjoyable, and it gives you time to go back to the pitch, try setup, change, and then go back out. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
that's what I like about the open practice is that I can do say half a pack, go make a setup change, and go finish the rest of my pack, and then see whether or not it's any good, and then go out marshal, go back, make a couple more changes if needed, and then go back out.
And the thing that we've been doing with Sean's help has been the tire testing. Like he'll bring out like 3 or 4 sets of tires to the pit area, and basically let us run 2-3 laps, switch them up, run 2-3 laps, switch them up, run 2-3 laps. I was like, wow, like the difference that you could actually feel real time because you're running the same power, same battery, same condition, same everything, and just changing tires. It was like, it was cool to be able to do that. And I thank you, Sean, for helping us out with doing that for sure. But super cool. All right, so heading into a high note, going into the Nitro Blast. Hopefully you can carry that momentum, and then we'll have to see what we can do. But then going to the Mugen Challenge, I believe it's going to be more of a challenge, obviously because of the Americans. We know how serious they can be.
They're fast guys down there.
Oh, awesome fast guys, yeah. Do you know if there's going to be any pros there?
I definitely know for sure Adam Drake's going to be there. Other than that, I don't know anything else. I think Rhonda might be trying to make it out. I don't know about anybody else, but I know like the year soon, like is 2021, I think it was. All the pros were there.
Nice, yeah. No, I know that whenever they can, they actually try and add it to their race schedule because they said it's an enjoyable event to be at.
It definitely is. And I know it's improved since I've been there because now I think they've got live bands. And when I was there, he only had one food truck. Now I think he's got multiple.
Wow. Stepping it up.
Yeah, so it's definitely – I'm excited to go there this year. That's for sure.
Hey, yeah. No, man, that's awesome, man. I definitely wish you the best for that, and I guess we will see you at the Nitro Blast.
Yeah, I'll see you at the Nitro Blast.
All right, man. I appreciate you coming on, spending some time with us, answering all the questions, and I want to thank everybody for throwing some stuff up there on the chat. It made it a lot better for us, and hopefully it actually worked out good having Michaela helping us out with all the comments because not being able to see them myself, it kind of makes it a little bit more difficult. So having the help hugely paid off. So thank you, Michaela, for coming on board. And thanks, Kyle, for spending some time with us.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right, man. We will see you at the Nitro Blast in less than a week now, man. It's awesome, man. I can't wait.
Yeah. All right. See you there.
All right. See you, bud. All right, man. That was Kyle Robinson, man. This kid is ridiculously fast. He is just about ready to turn that page and put everybody in the back burners. I know I'm already, watching for second and third and this and that, and he's already showing us that he can battle for the lead and the wins at pretty much any event, which is awesome to see because he's putting in the work. I've already did a couple pit walks going back behind the scenes and seeing what he's doing, and this kid is going crazy with this new design. He's helping out Adam actually perfect it, and the testing and tuning that he's doing is going to be amazing. So look forward to seeing him on the track and seeing how fast he can actually be. I think that not having a few key players at the Nitro Blast is going to benefit him, getting up to the front, getting that confidence going, and making sure that he can carry that momentum to the Mugen Challenge. But until then, I will see you guys later.